Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. We're gonna be friends, not Facebook friends. Fuck Facebook. All right, we're gonna be friends. We're gonna be friends. All right, I'm gonna go all Gary Vaynerchuk on you. Who's Gary Vaynerchuk? He's a really good guy. He's kind of a social media marketing prophet. You know, he's an evangelist. He kind of goes around and he has a lot of good knowledge. So if you're kind of a business owner and you are looking for marketing strategies, you can't go wrong with Gary Vaynerchuk. He's, you just go check him out. I think he's going to own the New York Jets, or, I'm not a big New York Jets fan, but I like his story, and he has a lot of good things to say. I want to talk a little bit about SEO and search engine optimization, kind of do some business, and really just kind of share some of my own story, my own success, if you will. Now, I built a finance company, and I relied about 98% of my business in my mortgage company came from my online endeavors. And I ran two businesses simultaneously. I ran a search engine optimization company, basically a web development company, and then I ran a finance company, and they were kind of vertically integrated in the sense that the web development company created clients for the mortgage company. And then the mortgage compliance, just the regulations just got so, in the mortgage world, just got so strangling that my license, anyway, blah, blah, blah. So really at the end of the day, I've always been a web development guy. And one of the reasons why I'm doing these videos is because it's really just kind of an experiment with what I believe the next version of SEO to be. And that is, whatever your message is, you need to have some sort of video, social platform. And so let me kind of tell you a real-life story, a real-life experience that I learned. And it took me 10 years to learn, so maybe I can kind of condense 10 years of online social media marketing wisdom down to a couple minutes and kind of bless you. So no matter what you sell, where you sell it, whether you are a mortgage company in California, whether you're a dentist in Oklahoma, whether you sell candles in Duncan, Oklahoma, love Duncan, Oklahoma, Duncan Demons, whether you, maybe you're a pastor, a church, and whatever you are selling or the message you want to send, you're going to need some basics of search engine optimization, and in my opinion, you needed like a YouTube channel. But you already know that, and there's lots of people that are saying, go do it. Go do social media, go do search engine optimization. That's nothing new. So if you kind of want some of the specifics and some kind of strategy stuff, go do Gary Vaynerchuk, and then, there's so many people talking about that. I want to kind of go a little bit deeper, and I want to talk to you about custom tailoring to a specific market and how to do that and why it's important. And that is simply, you can't be all things to all people. And one of the books that I highly recommend you buy, it's called The Blue Ocean Strategy. The Blue Ocean Strategy. And it's one of those business books that really changed my brain, in the sense that it really helped crystallize that if you're in business or whatever, even if it's a quote nonprofit, which we both know that nonprofits are usually just profitable companies under the guise of nonprofit stuff. But whatever your product or service is, or message, let's just call it the message, you have to know your core market and who are you talking to. And a lot of times that may be, you might go, well, yeah, I got it, Fibonojji. I'm a realtor in LA, and I want to sell houses. I'm like, well, no. The Blue Ocean Strategy says you need to figure out which specific person or group of person you're selling to, and become a specialist in that group of people. Or, for example, if you're a dentist, and the Red Ocean Strategy would be, I'm a dentist. Anybody comes in, I sell to anybody. I'm all things to all people. What do you need? I do geriatric. I do geriatric dentistry. I do pediatric dentistry. I do anything that comes in. I do Medicaid. I do private pay. Where blue ocean says, no, let's really identify the core group of people. So I'm going to kind of riff a little bit on how to do that. Now, one thing that I could do is I can kind of help you do that, and I use a program, or I use kind of some, I guess call it ancient wisdom, and it's called the Enneagram, and how the Enneagram can help you in your business, no matter what it is. And the Enneagram basically says there are 9 types of people, and once you kind of know, number one, your type, then you can kind of go to, well, what type of customer do I have? And the Enneagram is very good about saying, okay, well, there's kind of a type 1 person, there's kind of a type 2 helper type, there's kind of a 3 Tony Robbins type, there's kind of a 4 artist type, and I'm kind of giving you just sort of the generic version of the Enneagram. Then there's kind of the 5, that heady, engineering type. Then there's the 6 people, and they kind of just need security and their safety. And then there's the 7 people that are full of life and kind of all over the map. And then there's the 8 kind of alpha boss, and then there's the 9 who just don't give a fuck. And there's 9 personalities. And so how can you use the Enneagram? And that's one thing that I want to kind of, on this YouTube channel, kind of really speak to, is how did I use the Enneagram to grow a company from 0 to $500,000 out of my bedroom of my house. I had an office downtown in Austin, but I used that really when I wanted to meet specifically with clients. And then over time, I realized that my group, my blue ocean people, they didn't even want to come to an office. They wanted to do everything online. So I ran an online mortgage company, simultaneously with a web development company, and I used the Enneagram and I used it, and you can use the Enneagram for any product and services. But if you are interested in developing your blue ocean strategy and you need help figuring out who that is, and it doesn't take long. It's not this real long, expensive program. I'm not going to sell CDs or DVDs yet. Who knows? I might down the road, but one thing I want to encourage you is, number one, at the very least, read the Blue Ocean Strategy. If you're a business or what have you, you have a message, read the Blue Ocean. 2, integrate the Enneagram into that. And once you do that, man, business becomes a lot easier because you're not fighting battles that you're never going to win. Let me give you a real quick example, kind of close out here. When I ran my mortgage company, my customer, my blue ocean, is I wrote down one day, I wanted to sell mortgages to people who understood numbers. And I know that sounds kind of like condescending and like, well, of course, like, why would you not think you would not sell? But a lot of people don't understand numbers, and they don't understand a mortgage. And I just wrote down, I want to sell mortgages to people who understand numbers, because when I think in terms of a mortgage, I'm very clear about numbers. And then with that mission statement, I identified, this is my core group of people, and I boom, 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 and I kind of created a game called the adjective game. It's real simple. You just kind of, you write down some of the adjectives of your ideal clients, okay? So you start with the blue ocean. Once you identify, you play the adjective game. Then you identify, these are the adjectives of my customers, and then you market via WordPress blogs and social media or YouTube, dedicated, committed directly to that target zone. And it's as simple as that. It only took me 10 years to perfect it. And then once I perfected it, motherfucking Dodd-Frank regulation came in. They put all these sort of liquidity requirements on brokers, and then fuck it, I was out of business. But you know what? My business was more than a mortgage license. My business was my ability to develop a system and then to integrate that system. And I could do that for you, and I would love to do that. I want to do more speaking. I want to do more consulting. And so my blue ocean, let me kind of identify, if you are a business owner, okay? If you are a business owner and you have at least one employee, okay? If you have a business owner and you've been in business for at least 3 years, you have one employee, and you could email me one specific problem that you've had in your business for at least 1 year. Okay, and then and then I think the fourth thing is, then my per diem daily rate to come see you, be consultant, and I could do this obviously on the phone too, email, but it's more personal to do in person, kind of Marcus Lemonis style, is $18.21. That's my consulting fee, and that's basically me kind of listening to your shit, kind of learning, observing, listening to your blue ocean, walking you through the adjective game, showing you some that boom boom boom. That's $18.21. And then if you really wanted to get hot and heavy and you wanted to kind of move into kind of like, okay, then you want me to kind of develop and do the WordPress and to be your SEO consultant. That's where it gets more pricey. That's where there's like a retainer of like, say, $4,200 a month. So $18.21 to kind of figure it out. That's per day, okay, per day, and it should take 1, maybe 2 days. And then the real investment is if you want to if you want to outsource your SEO stuff to me. And I know SEO is everybody's using that term, but that's what I did for 10 years. That's what I did for 10 years, and I want to offer that to you. So if you have any interest in that, email me americana417@gmail.com. All you got to do is kind of, if you want me to come out there, how it would work is you drop me $18.21, fly me out to your place, hit me a hotel. I'd kind of do some consulting. I'd say 1-2 days. If you wanted me to say 3 days, I'll say 3 days. Kind of go into it budgeting 2, and then we may just do 1 day. Once I know that, then I'd kind of work with your SEO team, kind of show them how to do it. Or if you want to outsource it to my team or me, then it'd be $4,200. All right, email me americana417@gmail.com. Go read the Blue Ocean Strategy. Change your brain. There I go. Gary V, I'm going to tweet you. Tell me how I did. Man, he's the master. Go watch him. All right, you guys be good. Email me, americana417@gmail.com or Fibonojji @ Fibonojji Twitter. Bye.